Thompson.
Congratulations on a Game 7 win. Steve Kerr said the only adjustment you guys needed to make was an emotional one. So how did you approach this game?
Just doing the little things, attention to detail. It helps when your best player goes for 50.
I was just going to say, how do you even describe what Steph gave you in this game?
Just all-time great performance. He's a GOAT for a reason, and it's an honor to share the backcourt with him.
Yeah. When you guys see the rebounding effort in this game, especially from Kevon Looney, how did that help give you an edge?
Man, Kevon, I can't say enough about him. 3 20-rebound games. Are you kidding me? Who was that? Will Chamberlain? I'm so proud of him. He fought through everything to get to this point. So what a great series for Kevon. And I know we got our hands full come Tuesday.
Yeah. How are you feeling staying in the state of California, going down to SoCal?
It feels great. I get to play in front of my father, my mother, my friends. I've been dreaming of playing the Lakers in the playoffs. So now I get to do it in front of my loved ones. Couldn't ask for a better setup.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Karen.
All right, so Karl Malone, back in the early 2000s, scored 50 in a playoff game. He was 36 years old. Stephen Curry's 35, and he just dropped 50 against the Sacramento Kings, as you heard from Klay Thompson there. Steph Curry, what he's doing at the age of 35 is just ridiculous. He looks like he's getting younger, finishing at the hoop, lefty scoops, going to the rack as he hugs his lovely wife, Aisha, there. What a game for Stephen Curry, an all-around game. And he had that look in his eyes early on. He looked over at Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, and Mike Breen saying, hey, I got this game. This is in my pocket there. And he outplayed Fox, whether it's Terrence Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk. It did not matter. Stephen Curry, he was spectacular today.
Well, 2 things. Steph noticed the moment needed his greatest performance because his teammates were struggling. And then to have the ability, Bonte, as you said, to make threes, to play off the ball, catch and shoot, to get in the paint and have dynamic finishes at the basket and really take that game over. Because this was a close game at halftime. The Kings, I think, felt good about where they were at halftime. Fox hadn't gotten going, but Steph came out in that third quarter. He came out, started with a 3-point shot and just took this team and just really put it on his back and really almost single-handedly won the basketball game. Now, other players had nice games, but when you drop 50 on the road in Game 7, just an incredible performance.
And if this game flipped in the third quarter, that'll be our turning point here. Or actually, won't be our turning point. We'll just look at the runs here in the third quarter. As Millie said, Curry starts off the quarter with a 3 right there. And from then on, it was all Golden State Warriors. They outscored the Kings 35-23. They out-rebounded them 13-1 in the third quarter. Had 11 second chance points. The only reason why the game was close going into the fourth is because the Warriors couldn't make a free throw in the third quarter. But Steph started it off, and the Warriors really took the game over here.
I've seen that look in his eyes a lot of times, but tonight was one of those games where this Warriors team needed some life. Going over there to Golden One Center on the road, the team that's been struggling in the regular season, all that conversation, all that jazz. When you have Steph Curry on your team, there is a confidence that you have because you understand he's not going to let your team lose. He came into this game with the offensive score-first mentality. In the first half, it seemed like they were taking the Warriors out of their rhythm, letting Steph Curry make those shots. But what he was doing was keeping the team alive until Kevon Looney came and really changed that temperature in the third quarter, and everybody got involved there in the third, and the Warriors really blitzed the Sacramento Kings.
And you see the fourth quarter here, the Warriors open up the final frame on a 13-2 run. Outscored the Kings 29-19, and Curry set the tone there. That's just a tough shot over Keegan Murray. Wiggins with the ball handling here. Nice little midi right there. He gets the friendly roll, and the Warriors put them away.
Yeah, again, while the rest of the team was struggling, Steph just took the game over, consistently making threes. And I love the fact they were double-teaming him. He was giving up early to Draymond. Draymond was making the next pass. So other players were getting good shots. They just weren't knocking them down. But while they were missing, Steph was making everything. You saw that one play with Herter. That was a 50-50 ball. He just jumped there, went and took it from Herter, laid up Domantas Sabonis. It was plays like that, along with his incredible shot making. He willed this team to win. He put them on their back. And again, I mean, to get 50 in a Game 7 on the road,
How many minutes did he play today?
30, and he scored 30 in the second half. I'm not sure about
because
the minutes.
Because a lot of talk has been about how many minutes he was playing the first few
Well, it doesn't matter. It's Game 7, right?
This is Game 7, so this is where your best player comes into the game and plays most of the game. And he really took the game over. We talk about his conditioning all the time.
37 minutes.
Played 37 minutes with sitting out the last few minutes as well. So Steph Curry really came into this game with a mentality that we're not going to go home. And every shot he got was really the thing that was keeping the Warriors afloat in the first half with the second Sacramento Kings playing with a lot of aggression.
And he's our Wendy's Fresh Performer of the Night. Who else
really?
did we go to? Yeah, really,
Good
Bully.
choice, Bonte. Don't overthink the process.
50 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists from Steph Curry.
Big shot.
7 made threes, 7 of 18 overall for the three-point line.
Tough shot.
But I love the way he went to the lane. He settled for his
Crazy
mid-range
shot.
jumper, and he has a nice touch around the rim.
And just a good balance of catch and shoot baskets, step back off the dribble, attacking the paint. And I don't know what the number is, Bonte, for catch and shoot, but I think the Warriors got more. I think the ball was moving pretty well today. But again, man, Steph Curry, what? I mean, this is an epic performance.
20 for 38. 38 attempts for Steph Curry coming in tonight. And look at these finishes. Look at that right there, taking that ball. In the first half, there was this running hook. People thought, well, that running hook is what you want Steph Curry to shoot. There is no shot that Steph Curry takes on the basketball court that you want him to shoot.
Are you surprised with the way Sacramento played him, though, in the second half? Because, as you mentioned, Klay Thompson struggled, Wiggins struggled, Jordan Poole struggled. Nobody else was hitting shots for the Warriors. It felt like Sacramento should have maybe doubled him or blitzed him to get the ball out of his hands.
I mean, like Festus said, though, Bonte, these are not easy shots.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were pretty well contested, but with Wiggins struggling and Klay struggling from the field and Jordan Poole having a limited impact on this game, I think you would want to maybe try and take Steph out. But once he gets going, it's too late.
Yeah.
Because look at some of those shots. They are well contested. And as Festus said, you want him shooting those runners over the bigs. The problem is he makes them all. And then he gets out in transition, and then he makes catch and shoot threes, and then threes off the dribble. And he did it all today. So, yeah, I think the immediate reaction was, why didn't you double him? But he was pretty well defended.
Right.
He just it wasn't going to bother him.
That was the game plan last game, right? Was to let Steph Curry cook and take the other guys out of the game.
That's always a bad game plan. That's always a bad game plan.
Game plan last game, they were out of rhythm. They turned the ball over. The Golden State Warriors did. But this game, I mean, I'm sure he was watching that film, thinking to himself, like, I can't wait to get to this Game 7, understanding that he just couldn't wait to get to.
Didn't look old tonight, huh?
Yes.
What do they call him? The chef?
The chef.
You don't let the chef cook, ever. Ever.
Oh, well, how about Kevon Windex Looney? Because all he does is clean up the glass, and he did it all series long. In 3 games in this series, he grabbed over 20 rebounds. He had 21 tonight. He had a double-double with 11 points, 4 or 5. He had some nice passes. You see the 4 assists right there. Kevon Looney, Fezzi fell. I mean, if the NBA world didn't know about him, they do now.
Fella, Windex, Olunjuwon, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, all the things. 20 rebounds in 3 games in the playoff series. This is not in the regular season. This is in the playoff series going against another big who is an all-star. Kevon Looney has given this team so many different valuable assets. You talked about the assists. You think about the offensive rebounds, the setting screens. As a big man, he's so valuable to this Warriors team because he also doesn't make mistakes on the defensive end. He's always right there. The game plan was to sit off of Sabonis, and he did that perfectly. In this game right here, after last game, the Warriors lose because Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox go crazy. And so